nice control of fires. It contributes to the sustainability story that Chris just told you. So we have light off. It's better protection, more cost effective, and sustainable when it comes into play. Watch the speed with which carton fires develop. Now, if we had things like plastic pallets, they're slower developing at the beginning, but 3, 4, 5 minutes in, they really take off, and it takes a ton of water to suck the heat out of those fires. The good thing about carton commodities is when you get the sprinklers involved, they will soak up water, and they'll slow down the fire growth, as well as the water taking the heat out of the fire. It's all about fires trying to increase the heat release, water's trying to remove it faster than it can create it. All right? At some point, when the fire gets above the array, looks like the one on the left's got a little advantage, we will get a sprinkler, the sprinkler, involved, and at that point we'll begin to see a departure in the tale of two clients. So on our left, we have our client who has installed proper protection and is assured themselves is fully operational by doing all the human element stuff we recommend.
160 on the south.
We got 160 degrees Fahrenheit on the south. We're probably below 100 degrees Fahrenheit on the, or 160 on the south?
Yeah, before the sprinkler.
Okay, when the sprinkler operated, we were at 160. So it operated with a quick response almost at its rating. And that will quickly cool the temperatures down. It's beginning to get stuff wet and impact the fire. Meanwhile, on the right, we've got the other client who hasn't invested in any protection. 180 on the north degrees Fahrenheit. That will change. While you're watching this, I want you to remember what Chris said. At best, we're looking at 10 minutes, maybe longer, for the fire service to get here. We might just now be sending a signal or calling the fire department. So they'll be here in 10 to 15 minutes.
200.
We're at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. I also want you to think about the fact that once you hit 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, overhead steel has about 10 minutes before it loses its strength. And the further you get above 1,000 degrees F or 540 C, the shorter the 10 minutes gets.
500.
We're now at 500 degrees Fahrenheit on the right. The tail of the client on the left is they've got a little distraction. They're going to get some stuff wet. In a couple hours, they'll have that sprinkler replaced, the wet stuff out of there, and they won't impact their operations at all. They won't make the nightly news.
700.
We got 700 degrees Fahrenheit on the right. This client is now on the path to a disaster because it's going to continue growing. Fire service isn't going to be here for a while. Pretty soon our structural steel is going to be on its way to being in jeopardy. And they probably will make the nightly news. And this could be a paragraph in their annual report why they fell short of their projected business goals. We're at 950 degrees Fahrenheit on the right, and by the time I get it out of my mouth, we'll be at 1,000 degrees F, and now the clock is ticking for the structural steel. We have now got no more than 10 minutes before that steel's coming down. The fire service may just be showing up when it happens. But now we're at 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's continuing to grow. Our 10 minutes get shorter. We're removing the smoke. In the real world, the building is being filled with smoke, and when the fire service gets here, there's a smoke-filled building with an out-of-control fire that they don't know where it is, and the structural steel is coming down. Our guys make this look way too easy. All in about 3 minutes, maybe 4, we saw the tale of two clients. One on the path to a distraction. They probably won't even tell us it happened because it's way below their deductible. The one on the right, we'll hear about. The fire service will have no choice but to set up a defensive strategy and keep it from going to other buildings because this building is on its way to a disaster.
Peak temperature was 1760.
Our peak temperature was 1,760 degrees Fahrenheit, which is probably between 900 and 1,000 degrees C. We're probably talking in another 5 minutes that steel is coming down and the fire service isn't here yet. This has been particularly impactful for those clients we've had, either to validate that their investment was a good choice or to get them rethinking their